Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is your boy Fitz TV here, aka G33. I'm back here today with another video on the channel for you guys. And today, I thought I would switch things up and do something a little bit different. We're going to be talking about the Dragon Ball Super manga. And for this video, I wanted to do a little bit of a comparison between Piccolo versus Gamma 2 from the Dragon Ball Super superhero movie and how we got it in the manga with the new chapter that came out just a couple of days ago, depending on when you guys are watching this video. Because I noticed when I did my manga chapter 92 review, there was a little bit more. The fight was extended a little bit in the manga, and if I'm being honest, I think they did the fight better in the manga than they did the anime. For the most part, things are pretty much the same, and you guys will probably see that when we do this comparison side by side. But I still, I wanted to do a little bit of a fun extra video for you guys. And, there is a couple things I want to say at the end of this video, because there's been a lot of talk in the community about people are either bored or very unhappy with the way things are when it comes to Dragon Ball Super, especially when it comes to the manga. And I'll get to that in a little bit. But at first, I want to do a quick comparison here. I found a small clip from YouTube. I'm going to try to play with the audio muted so we don't get a copyright strike, and I'll probably pause it a couple times just so we hopefully don't get in any trouble with Suation or anybody, and then we'll go into the manga. But the Piccolo versus Gamma 2 fight in the DBS Super movie is only about 50 seconds. It's less than a minute. It's a very quick fight. It's very to the point. It's basically just to establish Gamma 2 as a threat to our heroes on Earth, right? Because he's basically able to overwhelm Piccolo very, very easily. And the same thing is in the manga as well. So let's get to it for the most part. So we see, of course, Gamma 2 attacks Piccolo, right? Piccolo is able to at least get a punch and a kick up, but it doesn't really do much, right? And we see those comic book type kicks from Gamma 2, really overwhelming Piccolo. We see Piccolo goes sliding down the mountain. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. And then, of course, right, we see Piccolo take off his turban, and he comes flying at Gamma 2. And we see Gamma 2 is still able to overwhelm Piccolo basically at every single point. Piccolo is able to get a couple punches and kicks up, but it really doesn't have any effect. You guys also got to remember Gamma 2 is an android, so he doesn't really feel damage. So we see Piccolo fires off Ki Blast at Piccolo. Gamma 2 dodges him pretty easy, and then Gamma 2 fires that ray gun blast, basically trying to signify that the fight's over. Even though we know that Piccolo dodges it pretty easy, but Gamma 2 is a little bit careless. And, he doesn't really do a detailed check to make sure that, Piccolo's actually dead. But either way, now we're going to move into the manga, right? And for the most part, things are pretty much the same here. Right? We see Gamma 2 comes flying at Piccolo, just like the movie. Piccolo dodges, hits Gamma 2 with a punch and a kick. Very similar to what we saw in the movie. But Gamma 2 comes flying back. And, right here, the first difference right here, when Piccolo hits Gamma 2 with that kick, Gamma 2 goes flying into a mountain, right? In the movie, he doesn't. He just goes flying into the air. But then we see he comes storming back at Piccolo, and then you see those comic book style type moves that he does. Very, very similar to what he did in the movie. Here we only see it looks like we only see one of them. Of course, we see Piccolo go flying down the mountain, right? And then he takes off his turban, and he comes flying at Gamma 2. We all know this shot. And we see Gamma 2 dodging those moves, right? Piccolo still is hanging in there for the most part. He hits a couple punches and kicks. He also, and this is some of the stuff that we don't see in the in the movie. We see Gamatune fires off a ray gun blast, and it actually hits Piccolo directly in his shoulder, and it causes his right arm to come flying off. We know that Piccolo can lose limbs pretty easily, but he's able to regenerate them. So that's something that's pretty cool that we didn't see in the movie. We also see Piccolo regenerate that arm, and we know that he's very flexible. He's able to extend his arms, so he extends it right at Gamatu and slams him right into another mountain. We also see he retracts that arm to get closer to Gamatu, and he hits him with a left hand punch, a very hard left hand punch, directly hitting him in the face. So that's a very cool image, something that we didn't see in the movie. Right, and we see Gamatu say, "Oh, I could see it can grow back." Neato, lesson learned. So Gamatu basically saying, "I'm not going to make that mistake again." So then he hits Piccolo with a kick, sending him flying back, and then it becomes very similar to what we saw in the movie. Right, Gamatu hits him with that kick, then hits him with the back elbow. Right. Piccolo's still trying to hold, but Gamatu is, dodging. And just like in the movie, Piccolo fires off a bunch of ki blasts. Gamatu dodges them all for the most part. And then he flies up into the air. And in the smoke, right, basically thinking that Piccolo's not going to be able to dodge it, fires off the ray gun blast, and then he thinks that Piccolo's dead. But of course, Piccolo survives it pretty easily. But Gamatu being careless, Gamatu just flies away without really doing a detail check to see if Piccolo is actually dead. So, yeah. So for the most part, the big change is these pages right here, right? From page 10, 11, 12, and 13. These 4 pages were not in the movie, right? It's a couple seconds of added detail. It is cool to see Gamatu fire off a ray gun blast, and it causes Piccolo to lose his arm, and it's cool to see him regenerate that and take that and slam Gamatu into a mountain, and then hit Gamatu with a left hand punch when he retracts the arm. That's something, like I said, we did not see that in the movie, right? It's a couple seconds worth of extra fight content, but I enjoyed it. I think these 4 pages alone make this fight better in the manga than it was in the actual anime, in the actual animated movie, right? But one thing, let me know in the comment section, what do you guys prefer? Do you guys prefer the Piccolo versus Gamatu fight from the movie, or do you prefer what they did here in the manga? I think, like I said, these 4 extra pages that they added makes this fight better in the manga than the movie. It's 4 extra pages. It's not a lot. It's just a couple extra details, but I like it. And that brings me to the second part of the video that I want to make really quickly, right? A lot of people have been unhappy or just straight up bored with the Dragon Ball Super manga because really they haven't done anything of interest since the end of the Granola arc, right? Oh, I forget what chapter it was. Was it chapter 84? I don't remember, but it was the end of the Granola arc when we got the Black Frieza reveal, right? And then that was basically the tease for the next arc, right? Goku and Vegeta would now have to go back and train and now have to go after Frieza once again. That was the big cliffhanger, right? And then the manga went on break for 3 months, right? Which is, mangas do that all the time. Especially at the end after an arc, a manga artist will usually take a couple weeks, sometimes a couple months. They'll take a break, right? Dragon Ball Super took a whole 3-month break, and then they came back with the Goten and Trunks prelude arc. All right, and it wasn't much. It wasn't anything serious. It was more down to earth. It was a couple extra stuff. We got a little more background on Dr. Hito for the most part, and it was cool to get Goten and Trunks a little bit of spotlight. Right, like I said, I do like slice of life stuff here and there, which we almost never get in the DBS manga. We got to see Goten and Trunks' high school life, right? We got to see them playing basketball and video games, and them being superheroes like Gohan and Videl were when they were in high school. That stuff was pretty cool, but and it was about 3 chapters. I can understand, some people not liking that. Right, it was cool to see Goten and Trunks get a little bit of a focus for a couple chapters, But I can see why people may not enjoy that because it was not that serious at all. It was just really side stuff. And then now you're getting a complete retelling of the Dragon Ball Super superhero movie, a movie that basically 90% of the Dragon Ball community has seen. No matter if you're anime only or you just read the manga or you're like me and you watch everything Dragon Ball gives us, right? Most people have seen the superhero movie. No matter if you're in Japan or here in the West, in America, or in some other country, most people have seen the movie. So now here's a movie that just came out, close to a year ago, right? It was like what, late last summer, early. It was like last summer when the movie came out, and then the English dub came out in the fall, right? And we're in springtime now, in 2023. So it hasn't even been a year yet since this movie's been out, and now you're getting you're getting it in the manga, and it's pretty much the same thing, right? You're not getting, people thought when they announced that they were doing the superhero arc in the manga, people thought, oh, we're gonna get tons of bonus scenes and stuff like that, stuff we hadn't seen. And of course, the coolest thing we've gotten, of course, like we got a little bit of an extended fight with Piccolo and Gamma 2 here. And then, at the end of the chapter, we get Goku versus Broly, basically a deleted scene from the superhero movie. Because if you remember, when we first got the DBS superhero movie, there was a teaser trailer that had Goku facing Broly. But that fight got cut from the film for whatever reason. But you get to see what that fight would have been like now in the manga. They basically put the fight that they took out of the movie, and you're getting it here in the manga. People thought we were gonna get tons of cool stuff that we didn't get to see in the superhero movie, right? Some extended stuff, but we're not getting that. Outside of Goku versus Broly and a couple extra pages of Piccolo versus Gamma 2, literally everything else is a redrawing. It's literally, I mentioned this in my review, it's a redrawing of what you saw in the superhero movie. It's literally, they took the superhero movie and Toritaro's copy and pasting it and putting it in manga form, right? And I can see why people are unhappy about this. Yes, the Goku versus Broly stuff is cool, and we're probably going to get some other cool stuff as well as they keep going here. But for the most part, it's literally copy and paste the superhero movie, which almost everybody's seen. So, as a Dragon Ball fan, people want new stuff. And this is the way it is in life, right? Nobody has an attention span these days. Everybody wants new. You want the next thing. You want fresh content, right? And especially when it comes to Dragon Ball fans, you can see why people are unhappy. Because it's been 5 years since the Dragon Ball Super anime ended, since the Tournament of Power. You've gotten 2 Dragon Ball movies, which both have been great in my opinion. The Broly movie is one of my favorite movies ever. And then the Super movie I love too, right? But it's been almost half a decade of no new anime, right? You've gotten 2 movies, all right? You've gotten those new arcs in the manga that everybody wants adapted in the anime. Everybody wants the Moro and the Granola arcs to get an anime adaptation, but we haven't gotten that. And then all the rumors that we keep getting of, oh yeah, they're gonna make a Dragon Ball anime announcement. No matter if it's the web anime or an actual TV anime, we keep getting rumors of this, right? And then, first we were supposed to get something in December. Now it's about to be May. We have not heard anything. They haven't dropped a teaser. They haven't even dropped a press release or anything. We're almost halfway through the year, and we've gotten absolutely zero news about a Dragon Ball anime in 2023. Even though we're expecting it and hoping it, right? We haven't got anything. So you can see why people are frustrated, right? People are going to ask me, Fitz, why aren't you frustrated? Trust me, I am. A little bit. I want more new Dragon Ball content more than anybody. But if I'm going to be honest, I'm used to it by now. It's been 5 years. 5 years since the Tournament of Power ended, right? It's wild to think about. I think I had just graduated high school, when the Tournament of Power ended. And here I am 5 years later. I'm out of college. I'm living life, doing all this other stuff. And we still haven't got the Dragon Ball anime back, or Dragon Ball Super, or whatever you want to call it. Yes, I'm frustrated, but I'm used to it to the most part. That's why I enjoy doing Dragon Ball Heroes reactions, or playing whatever DLC they give us in Xenoverse, even though I want Xenoverse 3, right? Or whatever, or just react, or just doing videos on Dragon Ball Super manga, even though we're not getting anything really new. We're not getting the new arc, and they haven't followed up on the Black Frieza stuff yet, even though I know they probably will eventually. We just gotta be patient, but I'm used to it. I'm used to it. If this is what we were getting, just like a year or two after Dragon Ball Super had gone off the air, then I would be pretty pissed. But I'm used to it by now. It's been 5 years and we have not gotten the Dragon Ball Super anime back. Yes, I know it will come back at some point, but I'm done playing speculation. I'm done, getting mad over no announcement. When the announcement comes, the announcement comes. That's my philosophy now at this point. I'm not gonna sit here making speculation videos and all this other stuff. I'm gonna take whatever they give me, and then that's gonna be that. I'm not gonna sit here, bitching and moaning on YouTube about us not getting new Dragon Ball Super stuff when it's been 5 years. Like I've gotten to the point that I'm, of acceptance that when it comes, it comes. Sure, if we're gonna get the DBS superhero movie in manga form, I would prefer us get a whole new arc. I would prefer us give us new stuff, right? But at the end of the day, it is what it is. This is what we get. I'm gonna take it and just take it as it is. I don't have any power. I'm just a fan at the end of the day. I don't have any power or any control over what we get from Shueisha and Toei. It is what it is. It is what it is. When it comes, we'll be excited, and we'll make tons of videos on it, and we'll it'll be a good time. But until then, I'm just gonna take what they give us, and that's that. I'm not gonna sit here wasting time speculating or getting mad over it, because it's not gonna do anything. It's not gonna make the anime come back any quicker or any sooner. It's just whatever. I hope it comes, if it was up to me, yes, I would wish we could get the new Dragon Ball content tomorrow. I wish we could get the new manga arc tomorrow instead of getting the superhero movie, adapted. But at the end of the day, this is what we have. I don't have any control over what they give us. So I'm not going to sit here and get mad over it. I'm going to take it and, it's whatever. It's really that simple. It's whatever to me. If you want to get mad over it, fine, but it's not going to make the Dragon Ball Super anime come back any sooner. It's not going to make a new manga arc start tomorrow. It's just whatever. You're just going to be talking to nobody over it, if I'm being honest. So that's my philosophy over it. All right. But I just wanted to take a little bit of time here at the end of the video to talk about a little bit about my thoughts on just the current state of Dragon Ball, just because everybody's talking about it, like especially there's so many people that are just bored or unhappy with the current state, and I understand. They're fans, they want new content, we all do. It's just, it is what it is. Toei and Shueisha are gonna do whatever they want at the end of the day. At the end of the day, it is what it is, and when we just got to kind of take it. I know it's kind of a sucky way to look at it, but we don't make the decisions, right? But all we can do is hope that sooner rather than later, we do get some new content. We do get a new manga arc. We do get the Dragon Ball Super anime back. But like I said, for now, it is what it is. It's not going to do anything to get mad over it, in my opinion. But that's just the way I see it. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What's your thoughts on the current state of Dragon Ball Super in terms of the manga, the anime, etc.? And let me know, which fight was better? Piccolo versus Gamma 2 in the anime, in the movie, or was it in the manga? Let me know your thoughts down below. Love talking to you guys. But outside of that, that's all I got for you guys today. I will see you guys later. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel by hitting the bell, because my name Fitz TV, so you guys are notified every time I post a new video. Click that big red button as well. Follow me on social media. The links are in the description down below. I'll see you guys later. Peace.